Derby disaster and London lull. Manchester United had the perfect chance to do the double over City, but where on earth was Rasmus Højlund? The Dane disappeared in a lifeless performance, while Patrick Dorgu teased promise but delivered frustration. Missed opportunity? Big time. City weren't much better either, Kevin De Bruyne and Phil Foden? Total flop show. No Haaland, no hunger. Pep's men looked tame in a derby that needed fire, not fluff. With the title race on the line, this performance raises big questions. And down in West London, it's the same old story for Chelsea. No goals, no spark, no striker. Jadon Sancho and Christopher Nkunku? Practically invisible. The fans want answers, and more importantly, goals. Is it time for a new number 9 at Stamford Bridge? Smash that like button if you're tired of toothless attacks. Subscribe for more raw football breakdowns, and hit the bell so you never miss a rant, rating, or reaction. Let's break it down, player by player, team by team. Who flopped? Who fought? And who's facing the chopping block next? Where was Rasmus Højlund? Dane disappoints and Patrick Dorgu frustrates as Red Devils waste opportunity to do double on rivals. Manchester United failed to take advantage of a golden chance to beat City twice in a season. Rasmus Højlund went missing in a quiet performance, struggling to impact the game in any way. Patrick Dorgu showed flashes of energy but often made poor decisions in key moments. United lacked composure in the final third and let their rivals off the hook at the Old Trafford. Kevin De Bruyne and Phil Foden flop in dreadful derby draw as Pep Guardiola's men put on tame display in Erling Haaland's absence. Manchester City delivered an underwhelming performance in the derby, settling for a disappointing draw. Kevin De Bruyne and Phil Foden, usually dependable, failed to influence the game with any real threat. Without Erling Haaland leading the line, City looked disjointed and lacked their usual attacking bite. Pep Guardiola will be concerned by the lack of urgency as the title race heats up. Arne blames Liverpool errors for loss as Curtis Jones and Andy Robertson gift Fulham goals in chaotic turnaround. Liverpool's defeat to Fulham came as a major blow to their title hopes, and Arne didn't mince words. The head coach pointed fingers at key mistakes from Curtis Jones and Andy Robertson that led to goals. He highlighted the need for sharper focus, especially in high-stakes matches that demand composure. With defensive lapses proving costly, Slot warned his side cannot afford such chaos again. Southampton make Premier League history with early relegation as Saints' return to Championship is confirmed with Tottenham defeat. Southampton have become the first team to be relegated from the Premier League this season. Their fate was sealed after a crushing loss to Tottenham, confirming a swift return to the Championship. It caps off a difficult campaign filled with inconsistency, poor form, and defensive fragility. Fans now look ahead with uncertainty, as questions loom over the club's rebuild and future. Rafinha loses the plot. Barcelona's Ballon d'Or frontrunner shoves teammate Marc-Andre ter Stegen after raging at assistant referee following Real Betis' draw. Tensions boiled over in Barcelona's draw with Real Betis as Rafinha completely lost his cool. After a controversial call by the assistant referee, the winger erupted in frustration on the pitch. In a shocking moment, he shoved goalkeeper Marc-Andre ter Stegen during the heated exchange. The outburst has sparked debate over his temperament, despite his Ballon d'Or caliber season. Robert Lewandowski goes missing and Gavi's efforts go to waste as Hansi Flick's men fail to capitalize on Real Madrid's slip-up. Barcelona failed to close the gap on Real Madrid with a frustrating draw against Real Betis. Robert Lewandowski struggled to make an impact, leaving the attack toothless for long stretches. Gavi worked tirelessly in midfield, but his contributions were ultimately wasted. Hansi Flick's side lacked the urgency and sharpness needed to seize a golden opportunity. Toothless Blues need a striker. Jadon Sancho and Christopher Nkunku go missing again as Blues draw at West London rivals. Chelsea's attack faltered once again in a dull draw with Brentford, underlining the need for a true striker. Jadon Sancho and Christopher Nkunku were largely anonymous, failing to offer any cutting edge. The Blues created chances but lacked the clinical presence to finish them off convincingly. Supporters are calling for major changes up front to reignite their hopes for a top 4 finish. Chelsea fans were surprised to see Cole Palmer and Nicholas Jackson left out of the starting 11. Reports suggest the decision was tactical, with fitness and rotation playing a role ahead of a busy schedule. Managerial staff believed fresh legs were needed in the high-tempo derby clash. Though the result didn't justify the gamble, it reflects Chelsea's struggle for consistency this season. What a chaotic weekend in football. From Arne Slot calling out costly errors at Liverpool to Rafinha's fiery meltdown at Barcelona, emotions are running high as the pressure mounts across Europe. Barcelona's missed chance to catch Real Madrid only adds to the drama, with Lewandowski's absence felt and Gavi's efforts in vain. And with tempers flaring, even between teammates, it's clear the stakes couldn't be higher. What's your take? Should Slot have gone public with his criticism? And is Rafinha's outburst just passion, or a red flag? Drop your thoughts in the comments. For more match breakdowns, exclusive updates, and behind-the-scenes football drama, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a moment. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.